This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result. Nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping, and Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's second and 9. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on, and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Well, he'll find Hall. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bring he's down at the 27.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. Pushes him over. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 44, Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked out by Christian Fulton. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Lock. Come get some.
Henry.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 2. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Check. Lucky. Hey. Check, Mike 21.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
25, check 25. Right. He's checking crowd. Block.
Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 43. Check. Block 54. Let's go, defense.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept pass. Confidence at an all-time high right now.
I got you. Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check three. Deep.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill being chased out left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes right side. And he has has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 5. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that meant...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, it's a Titans touchdown.
Rico Gafford
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Bullock good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got 4. Hey. Here's the line.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You got 3 down.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up on Mike Hughes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. 2nd down and 7. Now Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now he's forced out right. It's Kelce on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. On first down, McKinnon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have a Titans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down now. It's Henry. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.